taking me on a wild mushroom hunting expedition on his favorite hunting grounds. I would have expected we'd end up in some remote corner of a pristine wilderness.
I see him.
Where? Hold on.
Hot and cold.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
I'll give you a hint. Don't move.
Oh, geez, Louise. Yep. Oh, wow.
The foodie culture here in Asheville could rival any major city, but this adventure is truly wild.
We're an educational organization, and we also double as a tour company. So we take kids in schools out, and we take families out to eat, which means we focus on wild food.
When you go out foraging, it's like a big treasure hunt, and you never know what you're going to get. It really depends on the time of year, the place that you are, and there's nothing like finding something by surprise that you're not expecting.
This is as thrilling as pulling a 20-pound bass into the boat.
We were traipsing around, and I look to my right, and I see this brilliant orange-yellow thing attached to a dead tree.
They call this chicken of the woods.
Asheville is well known as a foodie destination, but foraging for my own has taken that to a whole new level.
It definitely doesn't get fresher, local, and more delicious than something that you've gone out and harvested yourself.
The best part about these tours is getting to eat what you gathered. After we are finished, we go downtown to Marketplace, a local restaurant where executive chef William Disson cooks up some of what has been gathered. For my group, he made a creamy mushroom ragu sprinkled with elderberry flowers atop a puree made from the nettle leaves. It was nutty and delicious, and the fact that the ingredients had been gathered less than 2 hours before seemed to make the food taste even better.
One of the things that's special about Asheville is that we have the greatest biodiversity in the entire Western Hemisphere outside of the tropics. To realize that diversity and celebrate it in our local restaurants, I think makes Asheville unique as a foraging town in the world. I mean, we have dozens of restaurants using foods here, ingredients like you wouldn't find anywhere else.
No Taste Like Home's knowledgeable staff invites visitors to feel less anxious and more curious when stepping into the wild.
foraging is easy. This is not about, man versus wild having to like parachute into the wilderness. I could show you stuff walking through the city that would feed you for a week. Wherever you live, I hope people go home realizing that we live in a Garden of Eden. I grew up in the city and I grew up like afraid. So I don't trust anybody. So it was just like fear of life.
Today, Greg and I are going food foraging. We're going to be looking for food out in the wilderness.
Now you want to?
I didn't die.
We got to wait 5 minutes or something.
The things that kill you take a few days. I'm learning primarily that the world's not such a scary, dangerous place. I've chosen to use the word home and the idea of it to name my whole business. Home is where you're surrounded by friends and family and you feel safe and provided for. That's what I think I'm experiencing more, and I would like to communicate through wild foods. This feeling that the Garden of Eden is real, and it's a choice we've made, we make every day.
I'm a grocery store, Sprouts, Whole Foods person, certainly, but not from a forest. That's new. Cheers.
People don't necessarily think they're going to go home and start foraging, but over and over again they say, I'm glad I know I could. They're just inspired, and I think most people, it comforts them even though they're not going to stop buying food in the store today. What I love about taking folks out, I tell them even if we come back with nothing in our baskets, they're still fed because we've experienced nature, whether it's waterfall or mountains. It's just gorgeous here, and that feeds you a lot more than just what might come and go in a meal.